Don't call your mom a dyke. It's not nice.
I don't know what it means. So what's a dyke? Isn't it like a homophobic slur?
Yeah, we went over this already.
Yeah, it's
No, we're not scripting it. It's fine. It's fine.
yeah, definitely not scripted. We'll just pretend like
No, we don't have paper.
Alexa
to
didn't
flip
tell
around.
us.
Alexa, you suck at Snake. I mean, not Alexa. I mean Siri.
Google.
Siri.
I will win. I'm on the bunny speeds.
Okay.
No, you're gonna lose.
Why are they mushrooms? Okay, why are we need to focus.
Because it's better as much.
All right, PG, what do you want to talk about? Oh, this is PG. Welcome back.
No, you gotta start again. No.
No, we don't. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. All right.
This is the podcast where we cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah,
We
that's
cross
kind of our
that
mantra
bridge
here.
when we get there.
Alright, you are.
So we'll introduce ourselves, and you can pretend like you can see us, even though it's probably just a weird picture of PG's face right now.
It's
From
gonna
the
be so
right,
good.
Me, Jimmy, and then we got our special guest,
Hi, my name's Jesse.
and then
I'm Tyler.
Oh, and then I'm Cameron. I was
Dude, how'd you
distracted by
so wait, I never
Siri.
even asked you. Did you want us to call you Jesse instead of PG? Cause like I'm used to calling you PG. That's
It's
it.
just whatever we're comfortable with. Just
Oh,
you know, when I entered high school, so on the high school team, there's this kid named Jesse already, and I was like, I'll be PG
Yeah.
in the team. But in general, I was like too lazy to like correct teachers about it. I was too lazy to be like, oh, my name's PG. I was like, whatever, my name's Jesse. Like, embracing it, just
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't handle my name, bro. I was like, Jimmy. No, get out of here with that Jahames bullcrap.
Jahamis. I
No,
don't get nicknames. 5-letter name is enough. Just call me my name. Easy W.
no, I remember soccer. So my freshman year, so there was a lot of controversy. Basically, so Victor, oh shit's that name?
It's fine.
Well,
you
so-
think
but-
he's fine? It's fine.
Basically, this kid. Yeah, my fault. This kid got kicked off the team, and so that pulled me up for varsity team, and I remember playing at the hobby tournament. So we played Lou Williams on Friday. So we got out of school like at 9:45, and we just played Lou Williams at 12. And I remember this other kid was playing goalie. And basically, you get a yellow card. And when you get a yellow card, you're like sin bin. So basically, you get sat. So you sit out. And so the next stoppage is play.
Uh-huh.
And so Victor was injured at the time. At the time, he was injured. And then the other kid got a yellow card.
I think I know Victor. I think I played with him one time.
Yeah.
Probably.
And basically the other kid got sin bin. So they're like, all right, like PG, go in. Like I was a freshman, I was like juniors and stuff. And I was like, all right, Bella, I'll go in and do my thing. And like first couple minutes, I was good. But then, like, there's a free kick. They hit it, curving, and went through my hands. And then ever since that day, they call me Butterfingers. and no, but like, yeah, it's funny. But like, looking back at it, I was like,
It hurt.
it hit me hard.
It
Like,
hurt. Oh.
I remember like going home every night, just like crying and stuff. I'd be like, damn, it really calm me down.
Oh.
But it was like, you know, you just gotta like get hard. Pause, something like that.
Yeah, get hard. Get hard,
Pause.
boys.
But,
Like the
like-
bathroom in A-Hall or whatever it is. It says stay hard, stay less.
Yeah, and then like half our urinals just say "nice cock" written in, like a weirdo pencil.
No, but it's just like, what I really see, like, especially this season at soccer, it's like,
Yeah, how'd this
Like-
season go?
so we were really, really strong. Like, so, like, coming up to senior night, we were the 13th.
Okay.
So, and we were playing against 4th and state. And so it was gonna be a good game. Like, we were playing against 4th
Uh-huh.
in our turf. And obviously, like,
Not bad.
when people say like home advantage, it's like it's really such a big deal because especially when we play in turf, because turf is like so much different from like grass.
Yeah, it is. Do you like what? I know how it affects baseball. How does it affect soccer? Like, is
It
the
just-
ball just super aerodynamic and
Yeah,
flies
it's
everywhere?
it's just like you pass the ball and it's like it just skids past you. Like
Yeah.
the ball's bouncing, it just like bounces quicker.
Yeah.
But when we play on like hard ground, like ball like bounces up really high.
Yeah.
And the thing on turf is that you can't play on turf when it's wet. But obviously, like when it's grass, like it's wet. Like a man's can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So he's playing on that. But especially playing on turf, it's like, cause when it's hot, like if like barbecue cleats,
It burns.
It burns. And that usually takes a whole huge toll like when you play. But so basically, when we were coming into in that
Would you
week,
say that's an advantage?
yeah,
other
well,
players-
it's home advantage, like of
Yeah.
course it's an advantage. So when we were playing against Mojave,
Mm-hmm.
they're saying like it wasn't a big deal, like because usually when the Mojave play other teams,
Mhm.
they have the advantage. We're like, no, we have turf too. And I remember my freshman year, we went to go play in Mojave, but Mojave didn't want to play in their stadium because they knew we played turf. And so they wanted to play in the trash. You ever been to the field?
No.
It's dude, it's so trash. It's just like bumps everywhere.
That's
Dude,
pretty
it's-
cheeky, dude.
It's bad.
That's what happened. It was like a week before like we played them and they changed the venue.
Uh-huh. Dude.
And we were like whatever, like we'll play them and we beat them 3-1 like
Okay,
easily.
soccer is like the cheekiest mainstream sport I see. I swear, it's always something with you soccer players, bro. They always got some sneaky advantage. I've never heard of that in like football or baseball or anything. Basketball.
I've never heard that either, but
it's
just
nuts.
whatever it takes to win, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I
and
mean,
then-
I understand it.
But
I'm not saying
I mean,
it's
going
bad.
along in that tournament, the Mojave tournament. So we played Lee Williams and we tied them 1-1. The goal that went in, we were down 1-0, and then we scored a goal, tied 1-1, and then later that night we played Mojave. First time I ever played them, and we have obviously rivalry in school, and so when we played them, we beat them 3-0. It was such a nice, beautiful game in the freezing cold. It was like 8 p.m. in December. It was like freezing cold. And then we beat them. And then because we beat them, we finished top of the group. So we didn't have to play in the morning.
Nice.
So we just walked in like the second round. And I remember we basically walked in to the Williams High School.
Uh-huh.
And we saw Mojave pulling up. And they're like, oh, who are you guys playing against? We're like, you guys. And they're like, what? I'm like, no, we're playing against you guys.
Like, what?
They're like confused, like, what? And so we played them. We beat them 4-0
Dang.
that day.
They weren't ready for you?
They weren't ready for it. It was literally like not even 12 hours apart. And we played them, beat them. And then the final we played Coconino, Flagstaff, and we beat them 5-1.
That's pretty cool,
So
actually.
we just walked over everyone in that tournament.
underdog turnaround.
Yeah, and then like going along with the season, like a bunch of people kicked off. You know, it's this freshman, the same age as me. He got caught with something, so he got kicked off. And then obviously Victor got kicked off. So I got pulled up. Some other freshmen got pulled up too. When it was a nice season. It was the season we made state. We made semis.
Nice.
So we went the whole season. We went 18 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses.
How do you draw? Like, you just
So
you don't
basically,
play
so
overtime?
no, we do. So basically, we play the 80 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and you play 30 minutes extra. No, 20 minutes extra overtime.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
And you guys, no one scored them?
No. Oh, it's because the draw was the tournament, so you can't.
Oh, I got you.
So, yeah, and then it just, but something that people don't see like in soccer is like, kind of like, well, we can say this about sort of like baseball. Is like the energy within, like the vibe within it.
Yeah. There's a huge, sports, momentum is huge.
You know, especially like what happened this season. So like we were coming in, we were like a 5-game winning streak. We've like conceded 1 goal in that 5 games. Like we were like smacking teams in the region, and it was that week. So we played on Tuesday. We played Coldwater. We beat them.
Coldwater? Where are they?
I'll go for you.
Oh,
We
okay.
beat them 3-0. And then on Thursday, we played Hill Ridge and we beat them 5-0. And then the next day was senior night. And so, like, huge momentum.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, the seniors are crying, like, last day. Like, yeah, it's really touching when you're on the field, like, seeing them last time.
Yeah.
And then we walked in the game and we're like, all right, like, we know what we need to do. This team is 11 people on each side of the pitch. Like, we just win our battles.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like, it was 0-0 throughout the whole game, and then
Is it their senior night also, or is it just yours?
no, it's so the home game is always senior night.
Oh, right. It has to be.
Yeah. And so when we played against them, there was usually when they boot up in the field, like the turf, like, it's really tricky because it makes you see things, if you will. So because of the huge like floodlights, like it gets in your way, so you can't really like see the ball. When the ball like up in the air, like 100 feet in the air,
Oh, I got you.
you need to see the ball, and if you miss it, then you're messed. You messed
Yeah.
up. Like you messed up. But
It's fine. You can say bad words.
This is
But
an explicit.
We did start off by saying dyke.
That's fine. Oh, calm. No, but basically, so one of our seniors missed the ball. No, it was a freshman. A freshman missed the ball,
Oh god.
and he missed the header,
Freshman
and it was a 2v1,
Uh-huh.
and the kid like passed it forward to the other kid, took it past, and he scored. And we just after that, like it was 20 minutes into the second half, so we were chasing the game, and we just couldn't get it. We just couldn't get the goal, so we lost.
That's pretty rough, man.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just like obviously after that streak, and then on Monday, so that goes on Friday, so 2-day break, and they played on Monday against La Jolla, and dude, this team was so bad. It was, but
the Hoyas wrestling team is pretty bad too.
it's just like the whole team was bad, but like first half it was 0-0. It was like boring. It was like a dead game, and the coach she called it. She's like, "You guys are gonna lose this game 1-0." Mark words.
Your coach did?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause she's like, if you guys don't like get your crap together, like you guys will lose.
Damn.
You guys will lose 1-0 if you guys don't like wake up. Because so following up to that, the girls team didn't have a bus. The girls basketball team didn't have a bus to go up against Millennium. Like, number one in state. They didn't lose. Like it doesn't matter. But it was just a choice because like the vice principal had.
Uh-huh.
It was like either forfeit a JV soccer game or forfeit a varsity girls basketball game. And you never want to forfeit a varsity game. Never. You would never want to forfeit a varsity game.
I mean, it's I'm not gonna say it.
Like yeah, as much as like you want to like, well frick them, but like it's just you can't. Reputation, you cannot forfeit a varsity soccer game.
Right.
And so basically we were like, all right, so we kick all the JV off. Basically, what we did is that we were the habit.
Uh-huh.
We got the phone call. We're like, all right, you turn the bus around. We're like, all right, JV, have fun in school.
Damn.
Damn, dude.
That
I would have
hurts.
been so upset.
So your first year of high school, you were on the varsity soccer team, right?
So we put so the first few months. So first month we played.
You got pulled up to it.
Yeah, I'll go pull it up. But we played Kingman twice and then Parker twice. So we played home and away. So when we played Kingman Parker the first time, it was back to back, both away games, like 9-0 both games.
Uh-huh.
And then we played Parker at home, and we beat them like 10-0. And then once like the new year, so it was a tournament before the second Parker game. The tournament, all that happened. So it's a lot of games. Like it gets to your body. So basically, winter break, those things that happened. 3 kids got kicked off the team, and so basically, Mobile got pulled up. So I remember I was playing. So on Monday, we played Kingman again. The only JV played Kingman. We played them, beat them. I remember like halftime, Miss Gibbs, she went up. So varsity was at the lower field practicing.
Yeah.
And she walked up to like upper field. She's like, "Hey, PG, come off." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Come up, I need your practice down here. You been varsity tomorrow." I'm like, "Oh."
No. Okay.
So she was like, "Oh, okay." So I took off my jersey, put it on like a school shirt, and I just went down to practice. And so the next day was Hill Ridge. So this is back freshman year. So this was in 2020. So when the New Year started.
Yeah.
No, it was 2019, I think. I don't know. Yeah,
I
2020.
think we started 2019, 2020.
Yeah, 2020. And so basically,
That's our age, folks.
that's our age. We're a lot old. But we played Hill Ridge, and this is a very strong Hill Ridge team. They like smashed everyone. And we played them. And we lost 5-0. Cause it was like a brand new. So we lost a goalie who was gonna start,
Mm-hmm.
a starting freshman defender, and we're like, all right, we need to fix it. Like we need to fix the team.
Yeah.
And basically that first game was just a try run, and we lost.
Damn.
We lost. And so I mean that was that. Like what can you do? You lose the game.
Yeah.
Whatever. You just move on.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. We played. I think we played Yuma Criminals. It's called Yuma High School, but they call it Yuma Criminals because some Yuma schools. And so we
And
played
the
them.
prison nearby.
Yeah. I mean, it is a prison. If you walk in Yuma Criminals, it's just a prison, actual prison. If you walk in, like, if you ever walk in there, like, you play there, no?
Hmm?
Like, if you walk in the schools, like you see, like, where, like, the actual, like, prison, like, would have been, like, on the doors. You would see, like, the actual prison.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
It's
The
front
Mojave
doors,
Field,
like
the Mojave Field and like gymnasium was like trash.
Yeah, oh,
Like,
yeah.
I thought like our school was bad like this whole time. I'm like complaining. I was like, oh, our school sucks. This is bull crap. We have a brand new turf and everything. And then we go into this gymnasium, and then they have like one set of dirty old bleachers, and we had to pull out all the mats. Like our wrestling team had to pull out and help set up the mats. And then we were like, what is this place? And then the power shuts down, and they're like, oh, we don't have backup generators, and we were like, what is going on?
Let's go home.
Yeah, we were like,
Is it the Bullhead facility that has the indoor football field?
No. That's before. So when you go wrestle, you go in the actual school. So it's
Wait,
just-
I know, but I'm like talking about the football field.
So the football field.
Bradley Ford.
Yeah, the
Bradley
it's
Anderson.
Anderson.
Bradley Anderson.
Field house. It's called field. So basically, when you walk in, like the actual changing rooms,
Yeah.
it's in the back. It's like it's really like
You can
it
play it,
seems
right?
professional. Huh?
You got to play on it?
Yeah, I got
That's
to play
so-
twice.
It's
It looks professional. The changing rooms.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you obviously there's a little like closet, if you will. So you hang your stuff up, you change. There's little showers. You go like.
Well, I mean,
shower
it's
stuff.
a genuine stadium. Like,
It's an actual thing. Like
it's got a parking lot. I like how that's how I define it. A parking lot and a snack bar. That's a stadium.
yeah,
We might as well got a stadium then.
No, we don't have it.
we have a
enclosed.
parking lot and a snack bar.
insane.
so.
No, it's just like the changing room gives you like a vibe that's like, yeah, this feels like legit. It's the actual like you feel like yeah.
Did you get hyped up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when we first played on it, we played River Valley freshman year, and obviously was shit like 11-0, but it was like just being in there like, okay, like this feels sick, like this is amazing. And remember, like the changing room feels like an actual like professional changing room. Like you look at YouTube videos, like other teams in changing rooms, it felt like
Felt real.
felt real. But I remember, I don't know, I'm like jumping around the timeline. But, okay. But so this year, we played Mojave. First game, November. It was last day of November. Okay. Last day of November. And we played them in their stadium. And I remember, like, for the 5 years Miss Gibbs has been there, she's never lost it. We never lost to Mojave. That's the thing.
Really?
That we never lost to Mojave.
Huh.
The 5 years she was there, never lost to Mojave. And we lost.
Oh.
and it's like automatically, we lost. We lost 6-1.
damn.
Emphatically 6-1. And just an overview of the game, just the team wanted more. It's simple as that. They just wanted to win the game.
Yeah.
They really had the intensity. That's what really like was our flaw when we went to play against like teams like that. It's like they wanted to win. They wanted like they came up, they put up to the game. They're like we want to beat this thing. We want to beat this team, and you know they did.
Dang.
And so I remember like because the locker rooms like right next to each other. You know how they are. Like so you can like hear when it's loud.
Yeah, you can hear him.
And so I remember like we were walking like the changing room. And Mojave taking pictures and stuff. They're like, "Oh, we beat them." And we're having our team talk,
Uh-huh.
and you hear, yeah. And us inside, we're all like,
That hurts.
damn, like,
Damn.
whoa. I mean, 5 years of losing, and then we finally get to beat us. Like that's what happens.
Yeah.
And
I, mean,
but
I bet that was crazy for them though.
yeah, it was because it was emphatic. It was like 6-1. Like halftime, it was like 2-1. So it was a tight game. No, 3-1. It was a tight game. But like second half, they just turned it up, and I was like, alright, like.
We took the L on that one.
And that's the thing is like, you just gotta be humble with it. Like yeah, like we lost. Like you can't be like your fault. And I'm like no, it's just this is my fault. Like I did something wrong.
That's one thing I love about wrestling. Is that like when
It's
you
personal.
lose,
Yeah. It's
there
your own fault.
ain't your teammates to blame.
Yeah.
That's all you, dude.
Yeah,
You-
baseball's
that means-
different than that. It's a huge team
You
sport.
didn't catch the ball? Oh my god!
You're done.
That's the thing about soccer is like it is a team sport, but like you have to do your part. Like kind of like baseball, you have to do your part.
Yeah.
And once you don't do your part, then you mess up. Then you mess up the team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Like with soccer is like if someone's not doing their job, then they're messing it up.
Yeah.
And so it was. So we played them Monday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we had 5 games.
Mhm.
So Thursday we played Lee Williams. We beat them 10-1. And then we played River Valley, beat them 11-0. And then the next day,
Those are high scores for soccer.
I know
Like double digits, damn.
it's because especially in Mojave County, like this year, there's a huge huge quality difference.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know if you noticed it, we play like teams around in Mohawk County, but it's like
Yeah. River
It-
schools are not very.
yeah,
good.
river schools like nah.
When you get to Phoenix though, and we're like, ooh, we gotta keep up with that.
But it's the thing like
Shit on you.
Is that this year it was like Mojave like actually turned it out. Like Mojave were like smacking these teams.
Yeah.
So when you walked in the state, when we walked in like to like snack bar outside was like the table. There's like a bracket for the boys and girls, but like the boys. And we look at Mojave scores 14-0 against Kingman. Like, damn. 13-0 against Parker, and us you're like 10-1 against like Lee Williams, like 11-0 against.
It's fine. Keep going.
Okay, like 11-0 against River Valley, and it's like the quality difference. But I think it's crazy how like it changes because Miss Gibbs' first year, River Valley like barely lost to us 3-2.
Huh.
And you look at it now, it's like it wasn't even 5 years, and the quality is so much different. That's the thing, like something you got like be grateful for is like the quality, like they like the
Oomph behind the team.
oomph.
The caliber of team.
the caliber. It's not only the caliber, it's like the generation, if you will, like
Yeah.
with like the new batch of players,
Mm-hmm. The new
the
generation.
new generation compared to them.
So wait, Tyler, are you in JVA?
He has to be.
Yeah.
Because you
Because
can't
the
be on
junior.
JVB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had to get on varsity.
No.
No, that's next year.
That's not.
I'm pretty bad, but I do have the
That's why I
highest
ended up not
batting
trying.
average on the team.
Usually there's.
Not
Do you
to
really?
brag. Yeah. It's like 900. I think the next person is like 50. Or, I mean, not 50, 500.
50.
50. No, it's pretty intense how different. Like, I have pretty good stats, not gonna lie. Pretty good stats.
Stat padded, huh?
Dude, my stats in wrestling were trash. I was like loss, win, loss, unofficial win, loss. And then it was just like a mess, dude. I kept getting my ass kicked.
Hey, we'll take it where we can get it.
Bro, I remember this one kid, bro. Oh my god, this one kid just came up, like, the match starts, and he just looks me in his eye, and I swear he turned on Hulk mode, bro. I was like, yo, it's not that serious. Like, Jake, calm down. And he was just like, he turned on just this intensity.
You got turned on.
And yeah, like apparently, bro. And I was just like, hey, yo, we doing this for real? Calm down. And I'm like talking to him in the match because I suck at wrestling, so I gotta make it fun somehow.
You're doing the Spider-Man
So-
thing where you fight and talk.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn, that was aggressive. Like when he shoved me, and then like I got behind him and Matt returned him, whereas like you literally just like slam him back behind you onto
Does
the
the ref
ground.
ever like tell you like stop talking?
Yeah, dude. Sometimes. I mean,
How is that wrestling? Because honestly, I don't watch wrestles. But like, so obviously his opponent, like, what, like, how do you score?
you can take him down, which is 2 points. You can like, if you get taken down and then you reverse it and like get behind them. If like they're on their knees and you're behind them, then it's a takedown. Or like if they're like on their stomach or something, and if you like are in like an above position where like you're clearly or like
Above them.
controlling the situation, then you got a takedown. And then like if they reverse that, then they get reversals. If they escape, they get 1 point, and then you can get points for like back points. Where like if you can get them like almost on their back but not necessarily pinned for like 5 seconds, you can get 3 points from that.
Huh.
And then like, if
Is
they
there a way to
escape
just
that-
like first round just you win?
Yeah, if you get both shoulder blades pinned to the ground for like 3 seconds, then you win.
Just the whole
Immediate.
thing?
Yeah, the whole game.
Damn. You only get 3 points? So is it better to drag it out sometimes? Or do you go for the shoulder blades immediately?
I mean,
that
like,
makes sense. Like,
you
if you're trailing points, like if you're trailing points, better just like
better to
like-
go for the win.
better
But,
like lead them on, like drag it on,
Yeah.
get as much as you get, and then just like once like you reach like, is there a max amount of points you can get?
Yeah, if you get like 14 above them, you tech them. Or I don't even think it's that much. I think it's just like 11 or something.
Okay.
Huh.
And then like, that's what happens. Like Gunner, like people like Gunner are crazy, dude.
Yeah.
He just goes out there and he like slams their face in the mat, and then they look up and they're like, "Oh God!" And then he gets behind them, and then he's like, got him on their back. He just like does.
I just imagine him like looking up and
He
just
does
kinda
his-
standing over him.
He'll like do some ghetto
Tossing
move
him.
and then like just spin behind them somehow, and the next thing you know, they're like their knees in between, or like their freaking head is in between their two knees, and their arms like under their ass on the mat, and they're just like flipped upside down, and he's just squirming and freaking out, so confused on what even happened.
Was
And
he-
Gunner's just
Hip
like,
thrusting him.
get down.
He wasn't able to perform or compete at state because of his weight, right?
I think that was a couple years ago. He told me he missed by like 0.4
I thought it was
No.
that he couldn't do it
I don't
because like he tried to
know.
lose a bunch of weight and he just couldn't.
No, not having to
No.
Glenn.
Yeah, that did happen. In
Like he was like 2 pounds over. So what I heard from him, because he's in French class, what I heard from him is that is that he had to run 8 laps, 2 miles, before he had to weigh in again. No, I was like right before his match. Oh, that's what I heard from him, but I'm not sure about that. But like, that's crazy.
Maybe he should have cut his hair.
No, it's like crazy because like we weigh in before we leave on our bus to go to like any competition, and then like if we're over, coach is just like
Get
looks
off the
at you
bus.
with the most disappointed face and then goes like do burpees or something, bro. And then you're in the wrestling room. All of us are like packing our bags and stuff, and we're all looking at you because you're sitting in the corner doing jumping jacks, just like being like spinning, doing spin drills. And
Is it like a punishment or is it an actual attempt
You-
to lose weight?
need to lose weight, and then they spit on the bus. They get
See,
Jolly Ranchers and like a tall cup, and they'll spit, and then the Jolly Rancher makes their mouth like produce more spit, and they keep on spitting and spitting and spitting, and then they'll fill up like the 1 pound worth of spit in a bottle. And
What?
then they'll throw it out when they get off the bus.
Why?
See, dude, I could never do wrestling because my body would just be like, I'm not losing weight, not doing it.
No, it's the thing that how do you push yourself to do that? Like, obviously, alcohol sway, and man, just like there's some days he walks in class and he's like, he just like so out of breath. He talks, he says like 3 words, and he's like, and then he like gets his breath back, and then he talks like more. I'm like,
I mean,
how do you
that's
find the motivation to do that?
I don't, bro. That's why are you kidding me, bro? I was wrestling like 2 weight classes above what I was supposed to. My chubby ass was running around, out of breath on the mat. Like I don't know. I didn't try as hard as them.
I mean, like for cross country, you push yourself, but you don't spit in a cup on your way to your
Yeah,
meet.
wrestling's like abusive.
Well, like
I mean, like yeah, like before my meets, I would like go 2 days without eating, 3 days without eating, and then
Like wrestling's just not
the only
good
thing I
for
would
your
eat.
health.
The only thing I would eat was like
'Cause it's-
half a peanut butter sandwich before
Uh-huh.
my meat, and then like I'd wrestle all day on half a peanut butter. Like one day I was 2 pounds over 2 days before, and then I was like, okay, that's nothing. I won't eat tonight. And I wake up and I gained like a pound in my sleep. And I was like, now I'm 3 pounds over. I don't know how the hell that happened. I think I like woke up in the middle of the night and chugged a water bottle. So like I was like struggling all day, and then at practice I worked like so hard and had a sweatshirt on under my wrestling shirt, and then like I sweat so much in the sweatshirt that I like wrenched it out after practice. It was just one of those nasty ass practices, and then like oh, it was so gross. And then I like looked and I was like 0.5 pounds over, and I was like,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
So I didn't eat anything, and then I did my jumping jacks and shit, and then we get into the meet, and I like after we weighed in, I was like, oh, finally I can eat something because I barely made weight. I was like, oh, thank God. And then I like ate half of an orange, and I was like, I can't eat anything else, bro. My stomach is killing me. And then we have to go out there and wrestle. And my first match, I'm like wheezing because I can't fucking breathe. And then this fucking chubby ass kid, I don't know how the hell I got a match with him. It's like, because JV, you can be up or down like 15 to 20 pounds of your weight. Like, I could wrestle someone like 25 pounds more than me.
Wait, how much you weigh? For context.
Like, when I was wrestling, probably like 162, 163.
So you weigh like
Right now, I weigh like 170.
you could weigh like a 180 pound person.
Yeah,
Even like
I was like wrestling like 180s, and then like, oh my god, my poor friend Aiden Clatt was like, he was wrestling 190s and he weighed 170 like 4 and was cutting weight. Like he weighed 174, and then would weigh like 173 the next day, and then would wrestle someone that's like barely making 190, and like their singlet is like ripping in half because they're freaking huge, and we're all just like, oh god, good luck out there, partner.
Since we were talking about the scoring, did that kid that dislocated the other kid's elbow, you get any points for that?
Dislocated, yeah, that was bad.
What?
No,
Did
the
he get
match,
punched, though?
he got DQ'd for,
Oh
like,
shit.
Two
he didn't get DQ'd for breaking his elbow, or, like, popping his elbow out of place. The kid that got it happened to
You
him.
got DQ for bragging about it.
We're talking a lot of talk.
No, it was, like, a default by injury, or whatever they call it, for, like, a loss
Yeah.
to an injury. But that was so gross, dude. It was just, like, Matt returned, he spins him around, and then the kid lands on his arm, and then he just gets up, and you can see his whole elbow sticking out here. He's just like, oh! You could tell it was. Everyone's just looking at him. He's just puts on his beanie and walks out, and we're like, oh, what just happened, bro?
That's the thing, but like when you do sports, like you don't feel it because the adrenaline like so
Yeah.
high. Like I remember,
Yeah, that happens for cross.
Yeah, bro, I broke this freaking finger. I like dislocated it and it was all sideways. And I was like, oh, popped it back. Was like, that was not good. That should not happen.
I think what's so I'm a goalie, so I usually save my fingers because I don't have so in gloves there's like plastics that go in your finger.
No, that's-
I was still prevent it, but like after a while they break, so you just take them out. Like you don't like a broken piece like jabbing you.
You're right.
And so when I would play, like my finger get jammed. So like I would take off my glove, look at it, it'd be like it'd be fat.
Ugh.
Cause it's just stuck in place. Like it won't
Yeah.
move it won't like budge. Not gonna like that. It's gonna be stuck in place. So you don't feel anything. So you just tape. I just tape it.
Hmm.
And I don't think about it. So like once I get home, once I'm at, like a hotel, I'm like, dang, how did I broke my finger?
Yeah, cross country is pretty bad. You don't feel like you feel horrible running that final mile, but then you get there and it's like 100 times worse because you can't breathe. You definitely are throwing up if you actually did it. If you actually put in the work, you're gonna throw up. And then if you're like me, you probably fall over because you're right next to someone. You fucking lunge for it, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Eh, fall over." And throw
Coaches
up
would
and-
say, like, throwing up's just part of it.
Yeah.
For wrestling. It'd be like, you're going to go out there, you're going to run the 12 laps, and you're not going to say a goddamn thing about it. And then you're going to come back in here, and you're going to wrestle for 2 hours, and you're going to fucking do your fucking best. Otherwise, we're all running sprints. And it's like,
So what happens if you don't run the sprints? You just like jog it.
Do you like do more, or you just like
Yeah.
the coach is like, all right, I'm running out of patience. Like I don't care.
He's like, I guess you do you. I guess.
like no one
You go
puts
to the
in,
pain
no one
box.
puts in full effort in sprints other than like Gunner and Osway and like Hunter. Like the three like team captains, or like maybe the 4 team captains of like the wrestling team would be the only kids like running full, and then me and Zach would do like a high paced jog and pretend like we're running by tapping our feet faster. And then get it done eventually, and then just, like I was really like, for some reason I'm just not a fast runner. Like I whatever it is about it, I'm just not a fast runner. Whatever. I don't know what it is, genetics, what, like, it doesn't matter. I'm just not a fast runner.
This motherfucker over here. He
Like,
can tell you
He just
different.
runs. How he just runs.
This man. So you know the park rotary.
Yeah.
The
Obviously.
the baseball field.
Yeah.
So you know like how far apart the light poles are. This man runs from light pole all the way across the field to another light pole and like then back in a minute. Less than like 50,
I was
56
flying.
It was like-
seconds.
Yeah, it was like from the snack stand to like the field across
and back, bro. It
Back.
was intense. I was running.
for like $1.
I
What was it?
running.
It was like
I think it was a snack bar treat. I think I got con candy out of it.
probably.
No, but then like I got soccer. I'm like, we don't run much, but because you're so like used to running,
Mhm.
like within soccer. Like I remember like we were like doing some suicides, and I was like, calm, like doing it. I was like yeah, like sometimes it just like get to you, but like you're like, all right, calm. Like we have to do suicides today.
Yeah.
About mid season, your
You
body's
just
just,
get
like
through it.
Nothing about
It
like
happens.
sports that you practice every day, and you're like calm. Like but in the season, like
Yeah.
I 3/4 away of it, I'm like, all right, it's just like the fittest I'm gonna be in the season.
Yeah, like it was like Hell Week. It was like Hell Week for like the first week, and then it's like bad for like the first month because you're like getting back in shape.
Uh-huh.
That's how it was for me, because I dropped like 20 pounds in the first month of wrestling.
Jeez.
And then like I came, and then like we start running more and more and more, and then like my first match, I ended up winning. Well, actually, I ended up winning because the kid was just weak. But then my second match, the second match, I got destroyed. But my third match, I ended up winning just out of complete endurance. Like 100%, it was my endurance. Like me and this kid matched entirely. We were both trash. Neither of us could take each other down. And then after like the 8 minutes, the kid was just tired and couldn't move, and I was just like putting my all in, like
You just suplex.
for yeah.
The volleyball beat someone.
Like I remember he like grabbed my leg and like tried to lift it up, and then I like kicked it like down and it hit him in his chest.
Jeez.
And then I was like, I just like went for him. I kept on going towards him, and then he like was scooting back and like got like scared of me, and then I like tackled him, and I just tackled him to the ground. But I like never ended up getting that pin. I remember that kid was like He was like a really good fighter. Like I could tell he was like breathing heavy, and he was like a little chubbier. He was like a shorter kid, so he was like chubbier than me, and he was like so out of breath, and like I was like fine, but I just could not get it, find a way to pin the kid. He was just kept on fighting for his life. I was
Hey,
like,
man.
damn, bro.
That's how you do.
I was like,
No.
it ain't that serious.
I mean, that's the thing, like, in soccer. I remember, like, talking about endurance, because, so my travel team, like, for, quote, warm-up, we run 3 laps, and we do, like, some suicides, and then we just, like, get straight to the drills. So, so, last year, we played in the bullhead tournament for, like, the travel. It's called River Days. So, basically, Mojave have their own team, but they're from Nevada. They're based on Nevada, but they play, obviously, in
Nevada or Nevada?
Nevada.
Your mama.
So maybe the model. No, so basically they have their own team. Yeah, I mean, and then every squad has their own team, like their own travel team. And so we were playing this team from California, and it was like, it was May. No, it was like April, 110 degrees outside, playing in the hot ass weather. And so basically, so when you're playing the hot weather, like half of the halftime, so a quarter, they're like, you want water break, and if you want, obviously take your water break and then go back out. But because like of our endurance, we were like, no, we're not gonna have one. We're not gonna have one. Like, mind you, it was hot ass weather. We were wearing like a red shirts with black socks, black shorts. Like, we were hot, and we're like, no, we're not gonna have one. We're not gonna have one.
Why didn't you? If you like, you had the option.
Yeah, we had the option, but like,
To the other
it's because like the
And you
game
get in
was.
their head.
It's because it's getting in the head, and the game was so tight. Like, it was 1-0.
Did the other team take one?
The other team wanted one, but both teams had to agree. Like,
Oh, so you get to shut them down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
badass.
it was a tight game, and we were like, no, we're gonna have a water break. We're gonna hold out the 1-0. We're gonna hold it out. We're gonna hold it out, because like, man by man, we can beat them, but it's just like, it was just like a lot.
Yeah.
Like heat, and we're like, no, we're just gonna hold out. This is like 1-0. We're not gonna get like a rejuvenated like new team.
Uh-huh.
We're just gonna like hold it out and see like how much you get out of it.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like get in their heads, because like once like you're into their heads like that, then you're like, yeah, we're just gonna like punish you, got you, and we scored another goal.
Nice.
So we went to the break 2-0 up, and we're like, all right, calm.
Rejuvenate.
And that's what we did. Like we just like got together, like, all right, that's what we're gonna do, and like that we just like played the second half.
Nice.